In the previous part of the White Nights, we got to know some basic few details about our narrator and his meeting with the woman. Now, before diving into the next section, that is the second night, I want to talk about the title first. If you look closely, the title White Nights carries two different ideas together. It is contrast within itself. How this title is contrasting within itself and how it carries a unique message we'll explain in the concluding part of the video. For now, let's dive into the second night. From the very first part, we know that our narrator and the women decided to meet each other on the very same spot, and they actually met. The second night is all about their meeting and their talking to each other. The first one is from loneliness to connection. From the first night, we got to know that our narrator is a very lonely person. He usually don't talk to anybody. But in the second night, we saw him opening up to the woman, explaining his story to the woman, continuously talking to the woman. And this shows that from loneliness, he is shifting towards making a connection, making a bond. Our writer is actually explaining to us that how one meeting can give hope to a lonely heart. The chapter's second night becomes the emotional setup for the story. This is from where our both of the characters, the narrator as well as the lady, they started revealing their emotions, their inner worlds. I have read only the pages where our narrator is explaining his story. I haven't read about the lady's story for now. From the narrator's story, we got to know that he's a person who is very lonely in his life and he craves for connection and talking to people. But he is very lonely. His loneliness is like a prison to him, and he enjoys dreaming more than living in reality. He admits that he often creates imaginary bonds and friendships in order to escape his isolation, and he lives in dreaming world more than in the real world. And he actually points out the good side of being a dreamer and the bad side of the real world. So I took few lines that reflects about his loneliness. In this one particular line where he says, I am a dreamer, I have so little real life. I live in my own thoughts and the real world has always frightened me. Like, this line shows how lost he is inside his own imagination and he is disconnected from reality. He loves to be there in his imagination. And there is another line that reflects on his emotional aimlessness that says, I walk and walk through the streets as though searching for something, yet I do not know what I seek. Sharing with you another line which shows how he feels in society. The line goes like, no one has ever cared to know me. I pass unnoticed like a shadow among people. It is shown here that he does not belong to anywhere. He is unnoticed and he is all abundant. All these lines reveal that our narrator has no purpose, he has no close relationship, and he feels invisible, and he wanders physically and emotionally from here and there, and he cannot separate dreams from reality. He is drowning in loneliness. His inner world is full, but his real life is empty. That is what makes him lost. Now let's talk about the title and conclude this whole video. So I said that the title White Nights is contrasting in itself. Like, look at the title closely, White and Night. So night, we know it refers to the loneliness that our narrator is going through and the darkness. Then there comes this woman, and this woman symbolizes the light and hope. Now he is being hopeful. The title actually captures the emotional conflict of the narrator. So the title symbolizes loneliness filled with sudden light, darkness softened by hope, and a moment of beauty in a life of sadness. In the second night, the writer reveals the name of the lady. The name of the lady is Nastenka, and after knowing the name, our narrator is taking her name again and again. I don't know how many times he took the name of the lady in just one page. Again and again, he's referring to her, taking her name, and that is something beautiful. In the concluding part of the second night, the lady decided to reveal her side of story, and I haven't read that. Let's see what she reveals about herself, and we'll meet you in another video. Bye.